That's how I learn, man. I learn by just taking action and I just figure it out. That's like anything. Like even when I travel, recently I went to China, I literally just booked the plane flight, I just figured it out. And I think that's the best way to learn things, honestly. It's about just taking action and just learn how to problem solve throughout the way. Because most people try to look for like a perfect like plan, like what's the perfect plan, how to, get to this goal. But then sometimes you just gotta take action and just figure it out. That's how it works. If sunrise not looking good, right, I still turn up because you never know if the photo's gonna be good. Because you can still take good photos in any conditions. Rain, sunrise or cloud, anything. You just gotta make it work. Sometimes you gotta learn the things you don't like doing. Sometimes you gotta do the things that you hate because sometimes that's something that will help you get to the way you want to get to. If you can find something that looks like play, but for other people it looks like hard work, then you're in the right trajectory. Like you can go off the money, you can do this, but sometimes you should just do the things that you actually truly want to do.
Today I sit down with the creative we all know as Chinny. He's a travel photographer who's built his career by simply having a go and figuring things out along the way. In this episode, we talk about how he got into travel photography, why he's not afraid to just travel and go to places alone, and the importance of just having a go. He also shares his early days on YouTube, where he wasn't afraid to experiment with different types of videos in order to find his own style, even if that meant being seen as the weird kid. This one's all about owning who you are and making something that's actually yours, and it was a fun one, so let's get straight into it. So many people on socials are trying to like show like the perfect life, and they're too scared to show anything that's not perfect. And what was it? It was like 2 days ago, I see you post a video and you're just like, I'm the weird kid. I was a weird kid growing up. And look at me now. But you lean into that. Like most people will be scared to post anything, even close to
I was
that.
actually scared posting that as well. Like just talking about I used to do like these old comedy skit videos because it's such a big contrast of what I used to do now to now what I do now, like all this travel stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What makes you want to share that?
Oh, just like it's a way to inspire people. Like you just got to start. Like literally, like I remember when I started this comedy stuff, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell my high school friend. I didn't tell anything. I did it in my bedroom shit, and I used to record it. And then later on, I think I told one friend, and then next week everyone knows about it. I'm like shit, and then like I literally would record in my house, and I literally would drive to his and record it. Like, I was grinding that channel, but I didn't go anywhere with it. So I was posting like 3 times a week on it. I was so locked into that. Yeah.
And what were you trying to do? You just started making just random skits.
Yeah, basically like pretty much anything that was relatable. Sometimes like even anything like politics as well. Like anything that could get me cancelled, bro.
Wow. And then what happened? You figured you needed to make a change. Yeah,
because I got kind of burnt out from doing it, and after a while, I didn't really want to be known as like that funny guy. Because I realized, because I was still doing photography, but I wasn't doing photography content. So I just kind of burnt out, and then I just kind of lost interest into it. Yeah.
What made you think you were the weird kid?
I always was a weird cunt. Even I said like the most like fucked up shit every time. Even when I hang with like my friends, like even people think like I say some weird stuff. But just I always have a bit of a weird persona, I guess. Yeah.
But you're okay with like sharing that. I feel like a lot of people when they go online, they're not themselves because they want to show up as a polished version of themselves.
Yeah.
And they won't say certain things, or they won't share things of their past that they think might be awkward or embarrassing. But you're cool with that.
Yeah.
Did it take practice? Like what got you into that space?
I just always want to try it out. Yeah, because sometimes like when you're a bit younger, you always want to try this, but you're too scared what other people think about you. Like you always have that, like, oh, what this guy's going to think of me? Like I know a lot of people are always like self-conscious, but sometimes you just got to snap out of it and just do it, man.
Yeah, heaps of people. Yeah. Is that why you didn't tell people about that channel?
Yeah, that's why I didn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Even like when I was doing photography, I never told people about that channel as well. Like, yeah.
I've heard a lot of people do that. Like they'll start posting, but like secretly.
Yeah.
Hoping that other people will find out about it, but like not their friends.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, for example, like my photography account, like even like when I was like posting, like I wouldn't tell like a bit of my like friends from high school, right? But then like I remember when it blew up, then everyone started finding out, and then like I'm like, oh, okay.
How'd that make you feel?
It made me feel great, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just like people like start respecting you more. Like they start saying like, oh, like that's cool. Like you're doing something you like you know, traveling around the world, doing photography. Because I know there's like a lot of people around my age. Because I'm 24.
Yep.
Most people are like kind of figuring out what they want to do with their life. Like they're still like, you know, they finished uni, looking for jobs, and they kind of lost and they never really found it. But sometimes you just gotta just try shit out. Just try as much as you can.
Yep.
Yeah.
When did you realize it started working?
What do you mean, like?
Photography.
Basically when people started asking me for like client work or people started like seeing value into my photography work,
Yeah.
I think that's when it started. Like for example, like the print stuff, like I only started like last year, and the reason why I started getting into it because like I was actually catching up with an old friend I knew since I was like 6. So he's like an old like, you know, lifetime friend. And then we were just having a discussion about like, you know, the places I've been going to. And he saw this one specific image I took in Mount Fuji. And he's like, bro, if you get this as a print, I'll buy it. Like, he'd say, if you set this at a print store, I'll buy it.
That's crazy.
And then the next day I set it up and then I've just posted. And he was like my first customer who bought that print.
Insane.
Yeah.
Damn, you got to have, you got to be courageous
Yeah.
to start selling prints, I think. When I saw you selling prints, I'm like, man, like, you've got to value your work to be like, man, this is good.
Really?
People are going to buy this. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't sell their own prints because they don't trust their work.
Really?
Yeah, self-doubt for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, people. I know so many people. They'd have their photo, myself included, where you think, who's going to buy my work?
Yeah.
To the point where they'll never try.
Mm.
And you're okay with not even just doing prints, but you're also like cool with failing publicly.
That's how I learn, man. I learn by
Yeah.
just taking action. And I just figured out. That's like anything. Like even when I travel, let's say I've been like recently I went to China. I literally just booked the plane flight. I just figured it out. That's literally, and I think that's the best way to learn things. Honestly, it's about just taking action and just learn how to problem solve throughout the way. Because most people try to look for like a perfect like plan. Like what's the perfect plan? How to, you know, get to this goal. But then sometimes you just got to take action and just figure it out. That's how it works.
The perfect plan, or even waiting for the perfect time.
Yeah.
I think from watching all your content, probably the thing I admire the most is that you'll just go off on your own and do things.
Yeah.
And that's something that held me back at the start. I remember when I first had a camera, I felt like if I didn't have someone, I couldn't go out and shoot that day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd be messaging friends. I'd feel like I need a model. I need ideas. I need to work on this with someone else. And if no one would reply or be available, I would feel like, oh, I can't shoot today. And then I watch you and you're just booking tickets and going places by yourself. Even traveling, I used to think like, I can't travel somewhere on my own. Like I need someone. And I'd just be messaging friends like, who wants to come? And if no one wants to come, then I'm waiting until someone's available.
Yeah. Well,
You're
that's what
just
got
going.
me. That's what got me into like photography, because like I used to go to these hikes by myself, and no one wouldn't like go on a hike with me. So I was like, fuck it, I just send it. I just like fuck. I go to hike, and I just started enjoying the process of taking photos, and then that's how I really got into photography. I used to go to these like nature spots around Sydney, like all these waterfalls. Like if you scroll to the bottom of my Instagram feed, I used to go to like every waterfall in Sydney. Like I used to go to a bunch of water because I was so that dedicated. To photo,
Yeah, and how'd you get good, do you think? What were you trying new things every time you're out there?
Oh, 100%. Like, I think I tried like a lot of styles for photography, like street photography, landscape photography, even just portrait photography. Like, I would just watch YouTube videos, go out there, just practice it. Even like I started like DMing other creators as well.
Cool.
To like, you know, shoot. Like, I met like, that's how I met like a bunch of like other like there was a period where I was in a group chat with other street photographers, and then they started like, oh, we're going to be shooting every week. And I started joining along, and that's how I got better at my craft.
Yeah, wow. So yeah, I've seen you go out, like you're cool with just putting yourself out there, going to events, meeting other creatives. Man, you do a lot of things that I feel like from my experience or from talking to other people, like they just don't do it. They're too afraid to do. I think most like, yeah, man, creativity is like, shoot, a lot of creatives are lonely. They're introverts. They're scared to go out and meet other people. They're scared to take risks, and you, for some reason, just do it.
Just have to, man. Just do it, bro.
But I think like that's your advantage. Your advantage is
maybe
there's something in you that's just like, if no one wants to come with me, I'm going to go do it by myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to go and do it. I'm going to learn on my own, and I'm going to try new things. Like you try new things all the time. You've even got a YouTube channel. You're putting out YouTube videos regularly. You're going out and you're grinding on your own. You don't care what other people think.
100%, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a unique kind of mindset to have that I think a lot of people can learn from.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people hold themselves back because of so many of the things that we're talking about.
Oh, 100%. Like some people just like to stick to their own little crew if they're gonna go and shoot. But that's okay. But then sometimes, like, what if they're busy, right? They won't go and shoot. Like, they're very dependent on other people.
Yes, that.
Yeah, but then sometimes, like, you just gotta do it, man. That's
Yeah,
it.
man. But even the prints, like, you did that on your own. You just figured that out on
100%.
your
Yeah, I
own.
just figured it out, and then I started meeting people. Like, recently I met like a framer who taught me like the whole different business more, how prints work. Like, for example, like the limited editions, like you can sell your prints for 10K, 5K. And I was like, that's a whole different industry. I did not know about it. And now I'm like low-key more interested in that area. Like,
that's cool, man.
running my own art galleries. Because I didn't know anything of that industry. Because most are like, like on the lines of like how to become like a full-time freelance photographer. It's always on the lines of like being a content creator. Or like be like a freelance, like, like find clients and shoot, right? And then like that business was such a whole different market, like the artist industry.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is true. You're serving like a completely different person.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the people that buy prints and the people that want content are different.
Yeah,
different
exactly.
Audience.
Yeah.
So you have to learn everything completely differently. How did you choose the photos that you wanted to make as prints or sell as prints? Is it hard?
That's hard. It is hard because I've taken so many photos, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
you're out all the time
yeah,
shooting.
because I like even like just going through all the photos, right? I just saying, fuck, which one I pick, man?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But I just go based on like the ones I'm really happy with, like the ones like, for example, I think yesterday I posted a Instagram carousel of that this photo I took in New Zealand. It was like a photo of Roy's Peak, and the reason why I sell that as a print because I reckon that was such a worth it photo because I have to like literally hike like 16 kilometers to get that shot.
Yeah.
And then it was like I started cramping, and then like it was cold when I got to the top, and then it was hard, and that's why I sell that as the print.
Mad.
Yeah.
That's something also that I've seen in your content that not many people do.
Yeah.
And it seems like some sort of strategy, but it's like almost all your posts, you attach some sort of story to it.
Yeah.
And I think it makes
that's
the
what
work
I'm starting to do more often. Like do more storytelling because
heaps.
like
You do it all the time. Instead of just showing this mad photo you took, you always attach it to some story at the beginning, regardless of what it is. And like you do it all the time. And,
oh really?
Yeah, man. But I think that's great because most people will just show this mad photo they took.
Yeah.
By you telling a story, it makes the work way more meaningful and you connect with it in a different way.
Yeah, that's what I learned about selling prints actually. Like you got to have like a story behind it. That's the only way you can really sell it. Because you can't just have like a nice just landscape photo. Like what does that mean? Like if you add like a story, like something personal, like what does the mean behind it? That's when you can start charging more.
Yep.
That's when people can start connecting with your artwork.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%. And you did it with all your prints, but you do it with a lot of your content as well. And I just think it's so smart, and it just, as artists and as creatives, it's not just about you, because anyone can take a great photo.
Yeah, exactly. Especially the rise of AI.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like AI can replace like a landscape photo, but it can't replace the person who takes the photo.
Yeah.
That's what AI, like for example, something like Peter McKinnon, right?
Yes.
Like it might replace photography, but it won't replace Peter McKinnon because Peter McKinnon's Peter McKinnon.
Yep, exactly. And it also can't replace the story that it took to make that photo happen, right? Like AI could replace that photo of the mountain, right?
Yeah.
But AI can't replace the story of you hiking 16 kilometers in the night.
Exactly. That's what makes it meaningful. Exactly. Yeah.
Very good. And what do you think makes a good photo? Like when you're out taking photos and you think you've taken a good one, like what are you looking for?
Probably like a story, I reckon. Like what's meaningful to you. Mainly like a story, composition wise. That's mainly it. Yeah.
Yeah. So with composition, what do you look like? Are you trying to frame things properly?
Oh yeah, 100%.
If someone's out walking by themselves doing some street photography, what would you tell them to look for?
Look for like a subject. I always try to look for a subject every time even like look for like bit like textures or even like close details or even like I find a way to frame it, like look for some foreground. Like I always try to look for foreground all the time when I take a photo.
I feel like there's a lot to take in. Like you just listed 10 things just there.
I know.
And to you, you just said it like it was so easy. It's like, oh man, you just look for this, and this.
I know, but I feel like...
And you guys would go out and be like, what am I looking for? Do you feel like you take that stuff almost like for granted? Like it's second nature to you?
Yeah, I do. Because like, it's funny because when I like teach like a beginner how to take a photo, I'm just like, easy, boom, boom, set it.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just like, fuck. How do I actually make this more
exactly.
simple? Like, you gotta keep it really simple. Like, I reckon if I was going to teach a beginner, focus on one thing. Let's say focus on leading lines. Let's say focus on taking photos on leading lines as much as possible. And then maybe like, I don't know, the next day you might focus on looking for I don't know, like framing, right? Find a way how you can frame your subject or frame that specific object. Like look for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome. That's what I found too. Whenever, not just like in this situation, but in so many like even work situations, I feel overwhelmed sometimes. Like I've just got too much going on. And when there's too much going on or I have too many ideas, I don't do anything.
Yeah.
Because I just feel, I get stuck.
Yeah.
And then a whole day goes by and nothing happens. And I've realized that I just need to focus on one thing.
Exactly.
And it helps. It makes it so much easier because it's like focus on the one thing. And then once you've done that thing, then move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a similar kind of situation.
Yeah.
Right?
Just focus on just one thing. Like even like someone like myself, I sometimes just keeps starting random new things. And sometimes I just need to like, just actually sit and actually think, okay, what's the most important thing? Like I think just focus on that one specific thing that will hit to that main goal. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same, bro. I went out and I'm starting to shoot this documentary. And I've never shot documentaries before in my life, but I want to do it. So I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
And I've gone out, I've shot with this guy 3-4 times now. And we went to a track and field place. He does a sprint club thing. And we went to ES Marks, like the track and field, the track. And I got there, man, there's people running everywhere. Like there's so much going on. And I'm like, what do I shoot? I wanted to get like a talking piece. I wanted to get the drone up, get an overhead shot. And I was just like, I was stuck. I was just looking, I wanted to get everything done at once.
I've been there, man.
And you don't want to miss anything too, because they do something cool. And I'm like, oh shit, I need to get that. And then while I'm going there, something else happens that's real cool. And I had to like stop and be like, hey, one at a time.
Yeah.
All right, let me just get all the drone shots out of the way. Forget everything else.
Yeah.
So I got the drone up, did that. That was done. All right, what's the next bit? Let me talk to someone. And like forget about, like if you missed a shot doing something else, you miss it. But just focus on one thing at a time. And then at the end of the day, at the end of the shoot, you've got everything you want.
Yeah.
But I remember those first like 10 minutes, bro, I was all over the place.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Even when I'm traveling, like, I need to get the reel of the BTS, the reel. I need to get the B-roll for YouTube.
Yeah, especially you, man. You're taking photos, you're doing reels, you're doing your YouTube video.
Like, even when I'm traveling, like, next minute I'm getting the B-roll for video. Next minute I'm taking the photo, and then I get the BTS. Like, I don't know how I do it.
Yeah, neither do I, man.
Yeah.
And you're out there. I know how hard it is to make a YouTube video.
Oh, 100%, man. Like, even, like, thinking about like the structure, like even just vlogging like a whole day, it's just tiring, bro. Like I'm pretty sure last year I went to Japan with my other friend, and I'm pretty sure there was a point where we were like vlogging like every day, and we got to the point where we got sick of just talking to the camera. It was so tiring. Yeah.
How'd you get good at talking in front of the camera? Because you do a lot of it.
Yeah, I just practice this. I just literally just hit the record and just talk in front of the camera.
You just go.
Yeah, basically, like, or even though just start like, you know, like talking, like for example, when I'm driving, right, I might just talk to the camera, like use my phone as a way to get better at talking in front of the camera, or even use like my laptop as a webcam to talk in front of the camera.
But you do it in public too. I've seen your YouTube videos, like it's hard. I can't do it in public yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I shit myself, man.
Well, it's easy in an international country like China or Japan, because no one doesn't speak English.
That's so true, bro.
It's so easy. But when I'm like in Australia, like, I can't do it, bro.
Yeah, don't you think that's weird? I think the same. I've thought the same thing. I'm like, when I'm in another country, it's like no one knows me here. But if I go to the city here, like no one knows me there either. Yeah. And in my head, I'm like, I need to almost pretend I'm a tourist.
Yeah.
Because if I was a tourist here, I wouldn't care either.
Yeah.
But doing it in public, still, like, there's just a mental hurdle that I need to get over.
Yeah, but once once I start talking in front of the camera, I'm locked in. I don't give a fuck at that point.
Yeah,
you just go straight into. Like, even when I made this YouTube video on like me doing the black and white challenge, like it was nervous for me talking in front of the camera in public, but after I just don't care. I'm going in.
Once you start,
and every time when you talk in front of the camera, everyone wants to start talking to you. People want to start meeting up with
in a good way, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or even when I was in China, like, I mean, I was sending the drone up, and people just start wanting to talk to you as well. Like, really? Yeah, like, even like they try to talk to me in Chinese, but I can't speak Chinese. and then they start speaking in English, right? And then we had a pretty cool conversation. Yeah.
That's mad. Don't you think, like, we hold ourselves back from doing things like that because we make up all the things in our head that's bad, like all the bad things that might happen, and we don't even think that like there's good things that can probably happen.
100%, like the opportunity you can give to that person, like even like sharing like a good connection to get.
Yeah. You even made that friend. Did you make a video? I don't know where you were. You made a friend with some random guy that he spoke English you're in an Asian country, and you're like, and he could speak Chinese.
Yeah. So how I met with him, like, I was in Chongqing, right?
Yeah.
And he can speak fluent Mandarin.
Yeah.
As well, and he was a white American guy, but he's been living in like China or Chongqing for 16 years.
Wow.
So how I met him was because I was in some this travel group chat. So I actually I reached out in that travel group chat that, I'm heading to China, this is my itinerary. And then there was someone in that group chat who said, there's another group chat with all the Chinese content creators were on WeChat, and he invited me to that chat.
Wow.
And then on that chat, I started DMing everyone like, yeah, I'm heading to Chengdu, I'm heading this. And then how I met that guy was, I met up a guy in Chengdu, right, in that chat, right. He does content about things to do in China, or like what's it like being he does interviews. So he does interviews on like what's it like being a black guy in China, like that type of content. And then he said that, if you gotta go to Chongqing, you gotta hit up this guy named Matt. He can speak fluent Mandarin. And then I'm like, done. So I DM him, bro. And then since we started chatting, and then when I met him, we just had a great time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How are you finding these chats?
I just through Instagram. I think someone in the there was this travel content creator who said, I'm organized a free group chat if you guys want to go. So I just joined. I just observe, and then you just got to I just put yourself out there. Just introduce yourself.
You
and
just messaging people.
Yeah, basically. And then that's why how I met all these Chinese content creators in China, because I thought I would not meet anyone, but that chat helped me meet so many people. I met a person in Chengdu, Chongqing, and then I met a guy in Changsha, and I met another content creator in Shanghai. That's how I meet all these people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I wouldn't have never known that. So I guess that you're confident to just go to a country by yourself, thinking I'll just meet people there through.
Exactly, that's how I do it.
Chats.
Every time when I go to overseas, I always try to meet people in the city or in the country, because I always want a different perspective, a different perspective, how they live, because you learn so different. Because if you travel as a local, then you think differently than a traveler.
100%.
Because obviously I go to get the photos, but I also try to meet people who live in the city, because it gives you a bit of a different perspective.
It really does.
Yeah.
They would know so much more too.
100%.
You'd end up going places you probably wouldn't have gone.
Exactly. For example, when I was in Tokyo, right, I actually met up a guy who showed me all these cool photography locations. And then he showed me this rooftop, and he showed me this. And then when I was in Chongqing, I DM'd this other photographer who does rooftoping. He showed me this cool rooftop in China.
I think I saw that.
Yeah,
that looks sick.
Yeah. He does sketchy shit, bro. There was a scene where we literally near a cliff of an edge where you can literally
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw a video, and you were climbing up to some rooftop, and I'm like, how the hell did this guy find this place?
Yeah.
They're places that you dream of. You look at it and you're like, oh man, that looks sick. How did he even find this place?
That place, I found it through this Chinese app called Red Note. So it's literally Instagram of China.
Yeah.
So that's how you found all the locations.
Insane.
And shit. So that's how I found it. And then obviously I just translated, and then I started and also I started asking that Mac guy who lives in Chongqing, who can speak Mandarin. I said, how do you get to this spot? And he showed me. So yeah, that's how only the local foreigners will know this spot. For example, when I was at the rooftop, only the mainland Chinese people were at that spot. It weren't any international foreigners. Yeah.
Wow. So you've got mad work, bro. But I feel like a lot of work goes into finding these places.
Yeah.
You're constantly looking, and you're in chats, and you're jumping on apps. It's not just rocking up and taking shots.
Yeah. I'll actually come up with a bit of plan as well. I have a bit a rough idea how I'm gonna make my ideas. Some it's run and gun, but I like to have a rough idea.
Yeah.
How I create my content.
So there's a bit of a plan, but you leave room to.
Yeah, to experiment. When I travel, right, it's good to have a bit of a plan, but you want to also leave room to experiment, because you don't know what's going to happen, because you might meet some cool guy, you might hang out, and then
yeah, man, dude, I love that. And then you also just post consistently. I feel like you're posting every day lately.
Yeah, I have been.
You have
posting
been. Is there some sort of how are you posting every day? Do you have a strategy?
I just batch a lot of content. So for example, let's say on a Monday, I might just do a bunch of batching, and then I'll just start scheduling it. Even right now, I've got content scheduled for maybe a week. So that's how I actually up the consistency. Yeah.
That's so good.
And you just make content easy. Just make it easy. For example, the content that makes it easy for me to create is the BTS content, more the phone footage and showing the photo. That content only takes me about 5 minutes to make, and then you just find an audio that fits the vibe.
Damn.
Yeah.
There's a lot, because you do it. You're not just posting the same thing. Sometimes you're posting travel tips, tips on photography.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of variety.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have a bit of variety. Well, it helps me be a bit more creative as well. Because if I keep posting the same thing, I'll burn out. Like, I don't know how.
I don't know how you're not burnt out, bro. Like, it's every day I'm seeing you post something, but you're even on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
And you're out traveling all the time.
Yeah.
It seems like you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
But is it having a sort of schedule? Like, do you just creating everything on a specific day for the next week, or is it just like what's the creative schedule like? Not just the posting schedule. So are you editing like for a whole day to create a whole batch of?
There's some days like when I come back from like, let's say from China, right, or like overseas. Like I'll create a lot of content and there might be like 2 weeks where I'm just editing non-stop. Spend a whole day, 2 weeks just editing.
Because even YouTube takes a long time.
YouTube does. It does. But it takes me for like 2 days. But I just literally just lock in. Like I just like, nah, if I need to get shit done, I'm getting shit done. I'm not talking to anyone. Just get the shit. Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
That's good, man. And then how are you getting like these deals? Because you said that you're doing a lot of like brand deals with like tourism boards. Yeah. How are you finding them?
So it's through a bit of inbound leads. So they reach out to me, or I do a bit of outreaching. So I actually do a lot of outreaching actually. So I outreach through LinkedIn, a bit of Instagram. Mostly it's through like LinkedIn. Like I just look at the marketing manager's email and then try to like come with a pitch and try to schedule a call. So that's how I get these deals.
Sick.
Yeah.
And then they organise for you to do some of these trips.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Also, a bit of like, negotiation back and forth. Like you got to like, I don't have the budget, and then you got to go back and forth what works with them and what works for you. So, yeah.
Do they ask you to do a lot of work while you're away? Like say you do a trip, are they asking for heaps?
Some do, but some don't. But most of them have been pretty flexible because they're really just interested in like, because I have a big following. So they just want my own creative spin. Yep. But if it's like a really specific like client work, then I probably want a lot. Yeah.
Because you did something for like Insta 360 as well recently. I feel like you did a lot for them.
Yeah, so I did like, because I was only meant to post like 2 reels, but I ended up over delivering. I ended up posting 4. Because I was at like the Australian Open in Melbourne, right? And I was with like friends who were into content, so I was like, I kind of just run and gun it. So I was thinking like, which clip would do well, which one. So I ended up making 2. Well, I make 4, but I need to make 2. Like sometimes I just post more quantity, so I figure which one is more like, okay, this one's good or this one's bad. Yeah.
That's mad. And what got you into doing video? Like, do you prefer video over photo or photo over video? Do you feel you need to do both?
I like both, but I feel like I still prefer photography. Yeah. Because I think like sometimes when you take an image, right, it's not the same as like, sometimes like if you take like a single frame image, it can tell like so much a better story than a video. But I guess it depends like what situation you're really in. Like, because I think video, you got to really think of like the whole sequence, like the intro and like, for example, find the overall ending behind the video. But I don't know, man. I like both, man. It's hard. Yeah.
I feel like video can like take you away from it too much because you got to think about so many things that need to be in it. And I also feel like there's a lot of people that you can tell they're great photographers, like really good. Like I look at your photography work, I'm like, man, it's amazing. Yeah. But a lot of these photographers feel like they're forced into making videos because that's just what socials is.
Exactly.
And they don't really want to, but they have to because that's just what it is.
But I don't normally just use video as a way to like show the BTS me taking the photos. Like I can't ditch photography and be a full videographer. It's not what like I thought about it, but it's just like, nah, it's just not the same. Like I just can't do it, man. Like I still like photography. Yeah.
It's weird because I go on your page, I can tell you're a photographer. Yeah. I'm like, his photography's sick, and then you use video as a way to kind of showcase your photography.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, even like showcase like basically that's what like even like using like making it easy. Honestly, like using phone clips or even like I might like for YouTube I still like make it like cinematic, like for the color grading. Yeah,
it's good. It's a lot of work. I just look at it, I'm like, bro, all of this just takes so much work, commitment, and time.
100%. Yeah, but I like it. I love it.
You love it?
Yeah, like if you can find something that looks like play, but for other people it looks like hard work, then you're in the right trajectory.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, because a lot of people like when they see my stuff, they think that that's a lot of hard work. But if you just find something you can just sustain it for a long time, it's fun. Yeah,
you love it.
Yeah.
What's the best thing you've made?
Best thing I've made, or in terms of what, this photography?
Yeah.
Or, I reckon the best photo I've made is probably the photo I took in Sri Lanka. Those it was like a sunrise shot. So it was like I was in the beach in Sri Lanka where there was a bunch of like fishermen catching fishes, and then like as I was just going and just taking photos, and I got this one shot where the birds were just like there was like fishermen catching fishes, but there was a bunch of birds around, showing like a whole sunrise photo of it. That's probably like my best shot.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it planned?
No, it was not planned.
Crazy.
It was like I literally woke up. I was walking around, just like, oh, what's happening here? Like I see these like Sri Lankans like catching fishes, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take some photos, and I took this one banger photo, and I reckon and that's what made me like photography. Like like maybe like if I can take photos like that, it's like boom, yeah.
Don't you think that's crazy? Like so many times, like people try and plan the shot, or they go to that place and they have the image in their head, and then their best one is the one that's just not planned. They're just in the moment. And
exactly. Bro, I'm telling you, most of my photos are like not planned. Like it's most of the time, it's my best photos is I just need to get this spot during sunrise or sunset, and let's see what photos I capture. And then sometimes the best photos are the ones you don't expect out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm like.
But having that attitude makes you go out more,
exactly,
right? 'Cause you just don't know what you're going to get.
Exactly. Like for example, let's say like, if there's like if sunrise is not looking good, right, I still turn up because you never know if the photo's going to be good. Because you can still take good photos in any conditions. Rain, sunrise or cloud, anything. You just got to make it work.
That's the attitude, right? Because then there are times where you can plan everything and it just doesn't work out the way you hoped.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have a bit. It's kind of interesting because a lot of creative people do have a really perfectionist mindset.
Heaps, man, most.
But I feel like I'm kind of opposite, right? I'm the type of guy where, like, I'll just do it. Like, 'cause I'm very impulsive. Like, I'm very impulsive guy. Like, I'll just do it without thinking about it. But sometimes, like, I need some time to actually have some actual thought about it. Like, be more like intentional with.
You reckon?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to know when.
Yeah.
Because I think that impulsive instinct in you probably gets you most of what you've got.
Yeah.
Like just not being afraid to take risks.
Yeah.
Not worrying about what other people think. And that's like most of what I see when I see your work. Like the best of you comes out when you're like that.
Yeah.
Right? Even when you're being yourself in front of camera. Like when people connect with your posts, and I see them all, like you're getting all these comments, and it's like this guy's just being himself.
Yeah.
And people are connecting with that. And it's like it's not planned. You can tell you're just there talking shit. But in the best way, like you're being real, right?
I don't notice those things. I'm just doing it. Like I don't know what I think.
But that's the takeaway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you're not overthinking. You're not trying to make it look perfect. You're not. And a lot of people overthink too much to the point where it either holds them back or they're presenting something that's not themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're trying to be someone else. And you're a great example of someone who just doesn't think about any of that shit.
Yeah.
You're just completely yourself. You're spontaneous. You just do whatever you think is right.
Yeah.
And you learn as you go. And you've seen success because of that.
Yeah, that's the best way, honestly.
Yes.
Take action. Because the more you take action, right, then you have more feedback, more data.
Yes.
And then you can have that data and then you can kind of pivot where you want to go towards.
Yes.
Because people try to go for like a perfect plan, but you don't have enough data. You don't have enough information to know what you like doing, what you don't know what you like doing. So you got to take action, then you work out which direction you want to go.
Mad.
Yeah.
And most people will just sit there and plan and not do anything for months because they're waiting for the right moment.
Oh, yeah.
Or the weather to be right or that perfect trip when all their mates are going to come.
Yeah.
Everything has to be perfect. But by then, you've gone out and shot 50 times.
Exactly.
And after every shoot, you've learned something new and you've made adjustments.
Exactly.
And your work is so much better for it simply because you took action today.
Exactly. That's what you do. Just go do it, man.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I'm exactly the same. Like I relate to that because everything that I've got right now is just me not knowing what the hell I was doing, but just doing it and learning as I go. Like this pod, I knew nothing about hosting a podcast, running a podcast studio.
Exactly.
Even my photography studio, man, I knew nothing about building a photography studio. I had no business doing that, man. But you just start. And then once you're in the middle of it, you're like, well, I've gone this far, I may as well keep going. And I feel like that's most of like everything I've gotten. And to the point where then you turn around and you're like, oh shit, I've got all these things.
Yeah.
And I've created all this. Even though at the beginning, I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But if I just sat there and thought about it, I wouldn't have done any of this.
Yeah.
Even this pod, I feel like I'm a lot better now, but I'm 50 something episodes in. I've been doing this for nearly 2 years. And if I waited until I got to this point, I would have never started. I would have never gotten better.
Exactly.
You got to start, even when like you probably suck a little bit in the beginning.
Because everyone's trying to focus like, what's the perfect plan? Or trying to like focus on what's my branding behind my image or my... And like, you're not going to, like, you can't figure that out. Like, you just have to like just take action, because the only way you get clarity is by taking action, and that's how you figure what you want to do. Yeah.
And a lot of the times people like overthink branding.
Yeah.
When at the end of it, like the best type of branding is you being you.
Exactly.
Like no one can be you.
Exactly.
Trust me, no one can be you.
Exactly.
And you lean into that, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the branding part of it. Like
Yeah.
your personal branding is like how close can you be to yourself?
Exactly.
And show up online and be okay with it.
Yeah.
And like that's almost like your superpower, you know, but without overthinking and trying to be someone that you're not. You just hit record, you're just going out there and you're doing the thing. That's cool, man. Where's a place that you haven't been to yet that you really want to go to? Like, what's at the top of your list right now?
Probably like Iceland or Norway, like the skating net.
places.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
places.
yeah.
Like, especially if I go into Northern Lights, that's like where I want to.
Top of the list.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the best place you've been?
Oh, best place I've been. I reckon it's either Vietnam or Japan.
Vietnam and Japan.
Yeah.
They're top two.
Yeah.
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 So if you could only go to one place.
One place.
Yeah.
Maybe Japan. Yeah,
Japan's
yeah,
mad, right?
yeah. It's hard because I like
So aesthetic, man.
Yeah.
I feel like in Japan, I went once, loved it.
Yeah.
But even watching other creators that go to Japan, I feel like you can just walk anywhere.
Yeah, and
Any
you can-
street,
and you
you're
can-
going
and
to
you can
find
take-
something
yeah.
amazing.
Because the thing about Japan, it's good for like its street photography, but also the landscapes is also good as well. Like the landscape photography is just amazing. Like even seeing Mount Fuji.
Got everything,
yeah,
right?
You've got to
It's
mix
so
them both.
true,
Yeah,
man. You can do the street, you can do nature, landscapes,
Yeah.
it's got mountains.
exactly. Yeah,
Totally. I'm all for it. And even their culture. Like you can
Oh,
actually like,
100%.
capture the culture
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the streets.
Yeah, because I'm planning to go to like straight after South Korea. Just because I'm planning to do like a film photography project as well,
Awesome.
where I just only just shoot film. Because I want to do like a YouTube video where I only shoot film. That's it.
What got you into that?
Well, I just want to try because I don't even try film, and also like I want to like with this project, it's teaching me to be a bit more intentional. Like imagine like for
Yes.
example like you only can take 36 shots on that film, and each photo has to be very intentional. Like why I have to take this photo,
Mad. Yeah.
and it will help me improve my attention to detail with my craft. So that's
Yep.
why I want to do it.
Very
Yeah.
good. That's a good practice. I
Yeah.
think. I've never thought about it, but the way
I only thought about like just like a month ago. Like, that's
no,
why
it
I-
makes
yeah.
sense. Like to put yourself in a situation like that and almost like create rules for yourself.
Yeah,
I think it's important. Almost forces you to be more creative.
yeah, exactly.
Something that I fall into it even with video, man, is like I know that it's all digital. I
Yeah.
know I've got hard drives for days, so I'll just film absolutely everything.
Yeah,
Thinking like I'll just cut it up later. And
Yeah.
with photos, I'll just take hundreds of photos because I just know I can delete them.
yeah,
And even when I'm shooting with someone, I'm like, don't worry, man, let's just try everything because we can just delete the ones we don't want.
yeah.
But I think that almost harms you in a way. Like
Yeah,
you're going to
exactly.
improve so much more when you're intentional with your shots.
Exactly. Yeah.
Knowing you've only got like a limited amount of shots that you can
Yeah.
work with.
Well, everything's intentional. Like
Yeah.
even like how you post. Like I think this year I need to work on being more intentional as well. Like because once you like you can try and like before I try and experiment a lot of things, but once you figure what direction you want to go towards, then you have to start being more intentional. Like intentional, like what you post. Intentional, like with this podcast.
Yep.
Like for example, I mean you saying before this, you have a bit of structure with this podcast because that's intentional as
Yep.
well. Yeah.
True. It is. I think a lot of it is trying to find clarity in
Exactly.
what you're trying to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that you can start working that way. But I think there are phases to it. I think when you're first starting out, you need to try everything
100%.
to figure out what you
yeah.
like, to learn. Like the more you try, like we spoke about, the more you do and the more you take action, the more you're going to learn. And the more you figure out what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah.
Because then when opportunities come, you know what to take and what to say no to as well.
Yeah.
Right? But then once you've done that, then needs to come a point where you start to narrow your focus to the things you really want to do.
100%. Yeah.
But I think that takes time. And there's heaps of people that talk. That's why they're both right. A lot of people will talk about niching down. Like, you got to niche down, you got to
Yeah,
niche down.
yeah.
But if you don't know what you like, how are you supposed to niche into
gotta try
anything?
everything,
So you got to try
yeah.
everything. Until you get to the point, like it's try everything and learn as you're trying everything to understand, okay, this is the direction I want to go in. I like this, this, and this.
Yeah.
Let me start narrowing this down and let me start saying no to the things I know I don't like.
Yeah.
Because by taking on every opportunity, you end up everywhere. And if
100%.
if you take opportunities just for money and you don't like them, you realize that you're going to end up with more of those same opportunities.
Yeah, that's true.
Until
yeah.
you learn to say no, those opportunities will keep coming if you keep taking them.
Well, that's why you have to ask like the why questions, like why you're doing this,
Yeah.
what's your why? Because I mean, like a month ago too, I played tennis with this Canon marketing manager guy, and even he starts asking like, oh, Chinny, why do you post on Instagram? And it took me a very deep thought like why I do it, and I have to really like really thought about why I do it, like even just. Because it started making me like thinking about it, like I started writing it, started journaling it. I went for a full like cycle of me like thinking about it. Yeah.
What'd you figure out from that?
Well, I kind of figure out like I know what I like and what I don't like. Like I know like what direction I really want to go towards, because sometimes like what you said before, like we always say yes to certain opportunities, but then when I think about it deeply, like do I really want to be known as that? Do I want to be known?
Exactly.
Because I start to like question, like, okay, if I was in my deathbed, right, let's say like I'm retired, I'm like 80 years old, right, what do I want people to want me to be known as? Like what I would be grateful that I did, and what reputation I want to set. So I think that's the question you should ask yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have the, what do they call it? Forethought. Like they don't think ahead
Yeah.
that far enough, because then that can, like, you can start to dictate your actions today to get you to where you want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Later on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. I don't think I've ever done that. There are so many times, man, I just work.
Yeah.
Like I just put my head down and I work. I'm not looking at where I'm going. I'm just going.
Yeah, because it's easy to get into autopilot. Because a lot of people like just get stuck in autopilot. For example, like a year later, oh, that went fast. What the fuck would I have been doing this whole time?
man.
And sometimes you just need to. There's days where you do need to slow down. You need to like slow down. Actually, for okay, what's the direction I want to get towards?
Yeah.
Which way? Like it's the thing I'm doing today. It's leaning towards that goal. If not, then you have to maybe like change it up or maybe pivot a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it takes, what is it? Self-awareness and the time to stop.
Yeah.
That's something I'm learning, man.
Yeah.
I've had periods where I just go.
It's actually for like you, like I mean, you were saying before this podcast, you're talking about you have so much client work, you got so much, you're saying yes to these opportunities, but then sometimes you got to start saying no. Like at the start, you got to say yes. You got to say a lot of yeses, right, to figure out what you want. And then once you have that clarity, then you have to start saying no to opportunities. This might be saying no to that big brand deal or that big client, that big 10K client, it might be shiny, but might have to say no in order to the direction you want to go towards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's true, man. And you learn it almost goes back to like the start. Like you did the skits, right?
Yeah,
you did the comedy, but by doing it, you realize that this isn't the direction I want to go in.
Exactly.
And then that's not wasted time or a missed opportunity because you learned from that.
Right? I don't regret it. I don't regret that.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did it.
Exactly.
I'm glad I did it.
Exactly. It almost like I'm sure there's a lot of skills you learn from doing that.
100%.
That are helpful to you now.
Exactly.
Being
like
in front of camera and not being afraid to just be yourself and
editing videos as well. Coming with ideas. Like I learned all of that just for just making those comedy skits.
Exactly. Even though you decided to not go ahead with that and go in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you about your rock boulder incident.
Okay.
What happened, my man? We almost lost you.
I know you're going to ask that question. Like,
you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
So what happened is I was going to bushwalking by myself, like like what you said.
Yeah, looking for waterfalls.
Yeah, it was me looking for waterfalls actually. So I went down to this waterfall place called McCoy Pass, and then there was this hidden waterfall that was a bit further out. So there's like the main track, right?
Yep.
But then in order to get to that waterfall, you have to go off track, right?
Okay.
So like I really want to get to this waterfall, so I went by myself, right? I don't know why I was thinking that. Went by myself because no one didn't want to go with me.
Yeah.
So I went by myself, right? And then I went off track, right? And as I was going off track, right, I was like moving through like bush bashing, going through, and then like as I was keep going further up, I moved like a tree branch, and as I moved that tree branch, a rock rolled and trapped my left leg, and I was stuck. And luckily, I had to call the rescue team, and I was like,
your phone worked?
Yeah, luckily I had reception, bro.
Like, a lot of the times out there, there's no reception.
If there's no reception, I could have been, dead, bro.
Yeah.
So it was scary, like in that situation. So I had to really I have to call the rescue team, and then like the helicopter was going around
trying to find you.
They were trying to find me. Like, they knew where I was, but they couldn't find a way to like land. So like the rescue team had to like literally do the hike to go find me. It took me like 2 hours, and then before you know, my leg was like really numb because the blood flow wasn't coming through. So luckily, like they came, and then somehow like I think they like kind of like moved the rock around. They were using like strings and ropes to move our way, and then and then later on they managed to somehow slide me out. Like they put some drug that makes me a bit more sleepy, so that's like they slide me out, and then later on I end up having like a helicopter ride back to the hospital.
They took you by helicopter.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's insane. Were you scared?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I was panicking, bro. Like, even like as I was just thinking about it just then, I was like, fuck, like how the fuck do I? I'm not even alive, bro.
Yeah, man, that's scary.
Dude.
Most of I go on those hikes, man. Your reception's gone almost
Yeah,
immediately.
exactly. Yeah.
And then trying to tell them where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine if like night, like if the sun goes down.
Oh shit. Yeah.
They can't find you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What an experience, and you're by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Dude, what'd you learn from that?
What I learned is that, well, first thing, go with a friend. You get hiking. That's the first thing. Go with a friend.
Yep.
Or go with someone who's...
We literally spoke so much about how good it is to just go and do shit on your own, except going on a hike in the middle of the
That's
bush.
funny, I contradict myself. What I learned is that you should go after the life you want, because you don't know when your time's up. That's what I learned. Because, like, you know, a lot of people, like, you know, live their life in autopilot, like what we said before. And if you don't go after what you want, then you never see the life you actually want. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. I agree, man. If you go through something that's scary, we're like, man, that could have been it.
Yeah, that could have been it. Like, what if you never had the opportunity, like, let's say, to travel the world, or maybe start that music band with the boys, or maybe start that that podcast. Like, what if it's like, you know, just to start? Yeah, because you never know when your time's up.
Yep.
Because time is money, you know, like you can go off the money, you can do this, but sometimes you should just do the things that you actually truly want to do. Because a lot of people do things based on like the influence, like so influence of your parents or your family or your brothers or your friends. Yeah, like for example, let's say if all your friends are going to uni, right, but you don't really want to go uni, but you end up going to uni because all your friends are going to uni. Because, you know, that's why your environment plays a big role. People who you surround yourself with.
Yep.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Your environment plays a big role. So, for example, if you want to meet more creative people, you got to surround yourself with creative people. Meet more photographers, hang with more photographers. You want to meet more business entrepreneur people, hang with more business-minded people.
Yep.
Yeah. You know the old saying, like the 5 people who you surround yourself shapes who you are? Well, it's so true.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
True. And I think even within creativity, it's like being aware of like what you like creating. A lot of people create because they think this is what other people are going to think is cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're not even making what they want.
Exactly.
They're doing it to impress people that they don't even
100%,
know.
yeah.
You know?
But I think a lot of people do it. Even I sometimes do it as well.
Yeah,
sometimes
we all fall victim to it.
Yeah, like even like a few years ago, I used to do a lot of portrait photography, which is, I still like portrait, but then I started asking me deeply, do I really want to do I really enjoy portrait photography? Do I really want to get into the fashion industry? And I realized I'm not really into the fashion industry. I don't give a fuck about like people's outfits and shit. Like,
yeah, man, that's good though. You need to go through that.
I don't give a fuck. Even like like working with like hotels, right? Like I still work at hotels to this day, right? Even when I started to think deeply, like, do I give a fuck about staying in this luxury hotel?
Yep.
And I was like, it looks cool, but unless it's only cool if I have a cute girlfriend to fucking to stay with. But if I'm by myself like a single man, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, you don't care.
Yeah,
true, man.
You gotta think like those. You gotta really write it down. Yeah.
You're right. That's actually a good practice. Like if I keep doing what I'm doing, where will I end up? Yeah. And will I be happy if I did this for a living?
Yeah.
Because you get to decide that, you know, and it's realizing that too. It's like you can, as a creative, especially as a creative, you can be known for anything.
Oh,
you know,
100%.
like you could start, if I really wanted to, I could start shooting cars tomorrow.
Oh, yeah,
and
for
in
sure,
6
man.
months' time, I'll be known as the car guy.
Yeah.
But is that really what I want to do?
Exactly.
And then if it isn't, it's taking the time to realize this is the important thing of trying everything.
Yeah.
Because once you try everything, it's like, out of all those, what do I really, like, if I did it every day, I'd love it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you just focus on that thing and you take the opportunities that get you closer to that thing. And you say no to the other things because they're going to end up, you could end up taking photos of, you know, portrait photos and getting all this work with portrait photos and then realizing it's too late, I hate this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, like a few years ago, there's people I was doing a lot of portrait photography and then people start hitting me up for portrait shoots and
exactly. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and then like I realized like, do I really want to be known as the portrait guy? Like everyone like, because I used to go to all these photo walks and then like I used to do portraits and people start hitting me up portraits and that's why I kind of pivoted. Like don't want to do too much portrait photography. Yeah, and then started doing like the travel stuff because that's something I really like doing. Like, cause I'm a bit of a ADHD type guy. Like, I don't ever have ADHD, but I can't sit still. Like, I'm the type of guy where I always have to like be somewhere. I like to move around. Like, even like when I was growing up, my dad and my mum always said that like, oh, you just can't sit still. You're too hyperactive.
He's got to be doing something.
I'm so hyperactive. Like, even when I was in Japan with my other friend, he realized, oh, Chinny, you got so much energy, bro. Like, and that's just what I do.
It's good, man. You use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
But now you're known as the travel guy.
Yeah.
You know, you go on your page and very quickly you can realize, like, if someone's just come across your page for the first time.
Oh, 100%.
He's a travel guy.
Because I position it like that. Exactly. Yeah.
You did that intentionally.
Yeah, that's what intentional. Yeah.
Everything that you post is very intentional to the point where people recognize you as that person.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I think like that's a really good takeaway. Like, you used to go out and shoot waterfalls, and then you realize, what do I want to do? You used to post comedy skits, right?
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until you stopped and you're like, what do I want to be known for?
Exactly.
You started doing it, and intentionally, like, you decided that. No one else,
exactly.
No one forced you to. You decided that's who you wanted to be. And by just posting and posting,
exactly.
and every day, eventually someone goes across your page and immediately you're known as the guy you wanted to be known
exactly.
as.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. And who do you look up to? Who inspires you in this space? Who are people that you think are just killing it?
Killing it? Or like, it's a lot of people. Yeah. I think there's this guy, this filmmaker guy named Nicholas Christie. Mm-hmm. He's like he does like travel filmmaking. So he's big on YouTube. So he does like all these like, you know, like self-development type content. Like, for example, like dopamine detox, and he goes to like cool places to travel to, like some of like the places he's travels with. Like, I think he's met with Sam Calder, all those guys.
Yeah, cool.
I think another from the photography world, I reckon Jordan Hammond. Mm-hmm. I think he's a great travel photographer. Like, some of the work he takes is insane. Like, he's from Bali, but he takes like all these local like Indonesian people. Like, even like some of the photos he took in Vietnam. I think his photos is insane. And recently I've been actually looking at this guy named Peter Link. He's the like the landscape photographer, the Australian landscape photographer. He runs his own art gallery.
Peter Lick, yes.
Yeah, Peter Lick. I've been looking up his stuff recently because he has his own galleries as well, and I think that's so inspiring. Like, imagine like you get to the point where people start, you know, being known for your artwork, like just specific for your artwork, no brand deals, no like preset stuff, and like people just want to buy your stuff because of your artwork. I think that's inspiring. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I'm with that too, especially now because everyone just leans into like personality, personal brand.
Exactly.
And there are some guys that it's just like, I'm just posting my work.
Yeah.
And people are going to know me because my work's just sick.
Yeah.
It's hard to reach that point.
It is hard. But these days with my like content, I'm probably planning to like show my personality, show myself, and then use that as like a gateway to drive traffic towards the prints. That's my whole long-term goal. Like, for example, I still like show my personality, my goofy side of things, but then I use that as a way to like use that as a marketing tool to drive traffic towards the prints.
Good idea.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people avoid that. And
exactly.
They don't realize that that's the point.
Yeah.
You know, people become attracted to you as a person.
Yeah.
And like that's the tool or the funnel, I guess, that brings people in to then see your work and be like, oh wow, his work is actually amazing. But all that work that you do of putting yourself out there isn't just, you know, a look at me thing. It's an opportunity to bring people into your world so that they can see your work rather than just posting your work.
Yeah.
And no one knows who's behind it. What are some skills that you still think like you want to develop?
Skills? Like develop?
Yeah.
I want to get better at sales.
Sales.
Just I feel like that's something like I'm slowly getting better at it, but I sometimes lack confidence in that stuff because I'm someone who can take good photos and videos, but sometimes I just struggle to like sell myself. Like, even just like, you know, getting people seeing the value in me. That's what, even like before I was on this pod, like before we came here, I was even reading a book on sales as well. Like, I'm trying to like fucking learn this shit, man.
Yeah,
like
totally.
go on sales calls, like learning how to get better, like communicating with like clients or customers, like even like with my print stuff as well, trying to get better, like, you know, getting them seeing the value in my own artwork. And that's a skill itself, because a lot of creative people are good at, you know, like creating stuff, like taking photos and videos, but they suck at sales.
Yeah,
they suck at it. Like they suck at selling themselves, bro. That's something you need to learn, man. Like,
it is.
Yeah, like
It's a skill. It's something that you can learn.
100%, man. It's a good skill to learn. Like even like everything's in sales, man. Like if you want to get someone to take action to something, that's sales as well. Or even like you convincing me to go on this podcast, that's a form of sales.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's true, and it's something that people like creatives. You're losing out a lot by not learning that, because understanding your worth, what your work is actually valued. If you don't know sales, you can't exchange your work for the worth that it's worth.
Because when I started to learn sales, I started to learn how do you know your value as a person.
Exactly.
That's how
especially as a creator. It's so subjective.
Yeah.
You can look at it, and especially when you're just starting out and you're not sure if you're good or not, it's so easy to undervalue yourself, because you just want money. You'll just take anything.
Exactly.
And people will take advantage of you if you don't know how to value your work properly.
Exactly. That's why a lot of artists or creative people or freelance photographers do too much free work, because they undervalue themselves. They don't know the value, and that's why.
And they don't have the sales skills.
Yeah, that's why you gotta learn those skills. Like and like. It's gonna be completely out, especially because most photographers are introverts, right? They're not out there, but sometimes you gotta learn the things you don't like doing. Sometimes you gotta do the things that you hate, because sometimes that's something that will help you get to the way you want to get to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I learned that. I learned that even through this pod and putting myself in front of camera. I never used to do it ever, man.
Really?
No chance, zero. I'd never put myself in front of a camera. I was too scared to.
Really? Yeah.
Because I was an introvert. Super introvert. I just wanted to do the work and post it, and I thought people would come. And then it wasn't until like I'd go on socials or wherever, YouTube, and I'm looking at all the extroverts, bro, and they're all getting all the opportunities. Like the people that have the courage to just put themselves out there are getting all the opportunities. And I'm just like, I can sit here and do nothing about it and just watch other people take all the opportunities that I want, all the opportunities I wish I wanted, because I'm just too scared to put myself out there. And the people that are putting themselves out, like I'd look at them like their work's no different to mine.
Exactly.
But they're getting opportunities because they have the courage to just
do it, man. Exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's what made me do it. Even though it was uncomfortable, hated it. Hated it, man. It was such a hard thing to, I don't know why, you're just all in your head, you're worried about what people are going to think.
I still remember my first time when I tried to record a video, right?
Yeah,
it was so scary. Like remember when I first time posted like a comedy video. I was so scared. I was like, oh, this is so awkward.
So
like,
scary.
I think the first video I ever uploaded on the internet was like a Minecraft video. Even that was scary as well. Yeah, it's scary.
Terrifying.
Yeah, but then because you're not used to seeing yourself, but then once you start posting more, you start to like yourself more. You see how much you've grown as a person. Like for example, when I see my old videos to my new videos, I'm a completely different person. Like, I see how much growth I am. Like
that's mad.
Yeah, like that's why I find like that's why if you want to see yourself growing as much, post on social media or just post. Yeah. Because if you see yourself talk, you see how much you progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane. It's so true. Do you think that's just from like reps, like just from doing it?
It's for reps.
You feel more comfortable. You start to present yourself better.
Reps, but it's also like you start to learn like how to like talk better, how to like articulate your words more, and you get more data, you get more information, like such as what I said from before. Like the more you take action, the more feedback you get, right?
So you're looking back and seeing how you could have said things better.
Yeah, how you could have said things better, or the way you look, right? The clothes you wear as well. Like,
It all makes a difference.
Even like how you present yourself, that makes a big role. Even like because it's a perception on how people see you in the real world, like even people walking around the street. Yeah.
So true. So true. And I think confidence also shows. Like people 100%. Know when someone's confident, when they're afraid, when they're second guessing themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
When they're not being themselves.
Yeah.
Even when like you're overthinking. I think at the start, you're overthinking everything. You're thinking like, what's everyone going to think? Camera settings, the lights, and all the thinking that you're doing takes away from you actually being present.
Yeah, exactly.
And like delivering something.
Exactly for this like podcast. I was actually a bit kind of nervous because I've never done a podcast and I don't know if I want to, I'm a bit scared like what I'm going to say, you know? Like, even like I might say some toxic shit. I might call someone out. I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, but you're here, right?
Yeah.
Like you just turn up.
Exactly.
And you do it.
Just do
You've
it.
Never
And
done
you
before.
just do it, and then when people see it, and they see the real Chinny.
And you don't overthink anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's me. I've been the same, and I think the more reps you do, the less you start thinking about all those other things.
Yeah.
And then the more you can just show up.
Exactly.
You know? And I think that's where like confidence starts to show as well.
Well, confidence is everything. Like if you show your confidence, then people believe in you.
Yeah.
Imagine like if I go up to meet, I don't know, like let's say like on the lines of, I know, I mean like a client, let's say, and I said on the lines, oh yeah, I do photography, video. People are not going to listen to you. Like, they'll be like, what the fuck? This guy's talking about?
Your energy, right?
Yeah, but if you say that, oh yeah, I can easily do this photos, videos. I can easily like, you know, help you with this. Like if you say with conviction, then people are like, oh, I believe in this guy.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. And by also doing a lot, you've got the proof to back it up.
Exactly.
And I think it's pairing those two things together. Like you can be confident and have a lot of energy, and that's cool. Like you're going to get opportunities, but to also have the work to back it up.
Exactly, yeah.
Those two things combined will take you so far, and it'll give you all the opportunities you need.
Yeah.
Because you're putting yourself out there, you're putting yourself in front of people, but you can also like point them in the direction of saying, look, I've done this so many times before, and I back my work.
Exactly.
And if you're not out there doing the work and taking the action and doing all these things, like it's very hard to say I'm a travel photographer if you've got no travel photos.
Exactly.
You know, and you can say with all the conviction in the world, but if I go on your page and I see weddings and fucking cars, I might believe you. But if you say it and then I go on your page and all I see is this amazing photos of you out traveling, I'm in.
Exactly.
You know, I'm not going to second guess you. I'm not going to question anything.
Exactly. You got to actually show the proof. Like sometimes, if you like confidence, you get some social proof. Or even
go out and do it.
Go out and do it, and that builds up the creativity. Like say you want to be like a car photographer, right? Let's say, and you like, if you're not confident in your car photo, just go and shoot as much as when you get to the point where people see value in your car photography work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. And what are you trying to do? Like, what are your goals? Do you set goals?
I do. Yeah. Like,
what are some goals that you have? Is it like certain trips or brand deals, prints? Like you do so much. How is it? How do you set
my
goals?
current goal right now is the prints. Like I want to get to the point where all my income is from selling the prints.
Wow.
Like I want to start making like 50K a month selling the prints. That's
crazy because most people don't look at that as a way of making money.
Because some people like you know, kind of hide away sharing their goals. I'm pretty shy about sharing my goals, even just right now. just sharing it. I'm like, oh fuck.
I hit you, bro. Yeah. Fuck. No, it's good. It's good to share your goals.
Like even like in my bedroom, even I like put it down. Like I was writing it down. Like I want to hit 50K a month. Like selling my prints by the end of like this year or something. Like even I wrote it down.
That's good.
Yeah. Even like other goals I have is probably YouTube as well. More like
you do a lot of YouTube, man.
I've been kind of slacking on a bit, but then
you have actually because I get the notifications. I subscribe.
Yeah, I've been slacking.
You used to pop up every week, man. You're slowing down a little. I know it's hard.
It's hard because like with my YouTube stuff, I want to more lean towards like, you know, travel stuff. But then if I'm not traveling all the time, I just gotta think, all right, how am I gonna fucking
that's true. I feel like that's probably the hard thing about travel. People don't want to be in the travel. They feel like they always need to be traveling. And that could set you back. Yeah. You can only travel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I've got to figure that out. Yeah. How
would you do that? Just go around Sydney? Like you can travel locally, right?
I could travel, but I just don't feel inspired to travel around Sydney because I've done it before. Like, because I used to because before I started going overseas, I used to like shoot all the local spots and then once you start going overseas and then you come back, you don't really want to shoot around Sydney. Yeah,
true. No, I'm with you, man.
Yeah, but I think anyone advice starting up photography is don't go overseas first. Start shoot everywhere first. Like shoot like the city, the local like beaches, everywhere. Because then you take more appreciation in terms of like you know what you have around you, like such as the surroundings. Because I've been to a lot of like cool places, and I'll be honest, like Sydney does have some beautiful spots, man. Like we got some beautiful beaches. Like you can't even the harbour's still nice. Like even like I'm sick of taking photos of the harbour. I still appreciate it just by just walking around and seeing it.
True.
Yeah.
You're right. Sometimes we take it for granted. Like when you live here and you grow up here, you don't think it's as special.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that too. And then sometimes I'm like, if I was from another country and I turned up here for a week, I'd be looking everywhere thinking this place is amazing.
Yeah. So,
in terms of the goals, it's prints.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold you to it.
Yeah. Okay, done. Well, I'm hosting my first artwork exhibition in next few weeks actually in Burwood. Yeah.
In Burwood? No, you've already set this up.
Well, like a friend of me reached out to me, and he was like do you want to host your exhibition, like the photos you took in China?
Wow.
And then he reached out to me because I put myself, like I said, I put myself out there, like showing I'm doing prints, and then he was interested in my artworks, and then I'm like, yeah, for sure. And now I'm having my first exhibition.
Damn, that's cool, man.
So now like
that's super cool. Even just seeing your work like in real life.
Yeah, just seeing it, it's just like, because
you created that out of nothing.
Exactly, yeah, because we get to the point where like we just go on Instagram, we see someone's photos, right, and we're like, oh, you like it, and move on, right? But then when you see someone's photography artwork in person, you're like, wow, that's actually awesome. Like, it's like, even seeing your own artwork, it's like, dang, that's sick. Like even like, I think a few months ago, I got my artworks like printed and framed it, like high-end frame, and to seeing your artwork like that, like, wow, that's so awesome.
It is. It's such a different experience when
Yeah.
you can feel it, you can touch it,
Yeah.
rather than just seeing it on your phone.
Yeah.
I felt like that too. I have one of your prints, bro.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
I do have one of your prints. Yeah, man. Inspired, like it's like for real. Especially even when I have something on my walls, I'm just like, I'm not just gonna get something from someone I don't know.
Yeah. What made you decide to buy one of my prints? I'm actually curious.
Why I bought one of your prints?
Yeah, like what made you like, fuck it, I
Because
want to buy it.
I know a lot of creatives, heaps of them, and I don't think I know any of them that have the courage to just sell their prints.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I know any. I'm trying to think.
Really?
Yeah, maybe there's one or two, but most don't. And I was like, if I look up to someone, I've got actually. Do you know Ben Mack?
Yeah,
Ben Mackay?
yeah.
I've got one of his prints too.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. I'm like, if I'm inspired by someone or I love their work, if I'm going to get a print, I'd rather, it's the same, like, I want to feel like I have something on my wall and I know the guy,
Yeah.
you know?
That's what I'm pretty much doing my like Instagram, like getting people to know who I am.
Exactly.
And, yeah, exactly.
It's that.
Like,
You feel like you know the
branding,
person.
Yeah.
And if you're going to have someone, like every time you look up, you want to feel like, you know, even if someone asks, you want to be like, oh yeah, I know the guy, I know his story, this is what he does.
Yeah.
Rather than it's just a cool shot.
Yeah.
But I don't know who it is. Like,
Exactly.
your signature's there, but
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah. Well, even like I got one guy who's interested in buying my prints actually. Like he wants to I just sent the invoice like a week ago, and now he's like he wants to like this guy. He owns like a restaurant near like the city near Circular Quay. So like my print work will be there. So
That's so cool,
that's
man.
good. It will be pretty good marketing as well.
Yep.
Like the senior like means a lot. Someone's seen value in my work. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, to walk in and someone like your work's
exactly,
up there,
yeah.
and someone's using it to
Yeah.
like decorate their space.
Yeah.
Totally, and I think it all like it just inspired. It's something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Again, it's like it's the thing. It's like I've always wanted to do that. I've never done it.
Yeah.
And here's this guy who's out there just doing it.
Yeah, just gotta do it, man.
Yeah.
Like, even like this morning,
it's inspiring,
even
man.
this morning, I'm just working on some like scheduled posters, how I'm gonna promote the shit out of these prints, and like even like the exhibition coming up. So just kind of just planning all that. Yeah,
That's a whole plan. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's sales, like selling your work, but there's also marketing, like getting
Exactly.
people to know that your work
Yeah,
exists.
exactly.
Like your work is good enough to make guaranteed there's enough people in the world right now that will buy your print that you'll make, what was it, 50 grand a month? Was it 50 grand a month?
Yeah, 50K a month.
50K
yeah.
a month.
Yeah.
There's enough people right now that would look at your work and want to buy it.
Yeah.
They just don't know that it
Exactly.
exists.
Like, I want to get to the point where my artwork's worth like 5K or 10K. Let's like that level. Like,
Yeah.
But it's a whole different form of marketing. Like, you gotta.
It's letting people know that you
Yeah.
exist. I learned
Exactly.
that from when I was a personal trainer.
Yeah.
I had a mentor, and he taught me that because when you're a trainer, it's the same as when you're a creative. But when you're a trainer, everyone tries to do more courses. They want to
Yeah.
do a course on how to fucking learn how to squat properly, how to do this course, and they just do courses.
Yeah.
And he stopped me and he goes, Ken, you're good enough. You know enough, man. Like, you don't need to learn more shit. And he's like, your problem isn't learning more as a personal trainer. Your problem is no one knows you exist.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter
so
how
true.
good you
That's
are.
So true.
If people don't know you exist, you're not going to get work.
Exactly.
So he goes, fix that problem. Don't fix all the other problems. He's
Yeah.
like, the more people know you exist, you're going to get all the money you need.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
it's the same with creativity. Like, you're good enough right now to get all the opportunities and
You
get
just
paid
gotta-
to
just
do
gotta-
it full
just gotta
time.
let people know. Like, just put yourself out there.
Exactly.
Go into meetups.
They don't even know your work exists.
Yeah.
You're not in the chats. You're not going to the meetups.
Exactly.
You're not posting your work.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a lot of people like always like, how do you find work? How do you get clients? Or even just how do you get opportunities? You just gotta put yourself out there. Like, even
Yeah.
like some of the content I post, right? Some people like for example, I met this guy in the city, right? He works with you know Rupert Murdoch. You know, like, so he owns all like the Chinese televisions in all over China. And how I met this guy, because he just saw me like putting myself out there, making content
Yeah.
in Sydney, and he just reached out to me. And then now like I'm kind of like mates with him. And then he referred me to another guy in Shanghai who's like a movie producer in Shanghai.
Damn.
Yeah, and he used to date that Michelle Yeoh in Crazy Rich Asians. You know that? Yeah, so he's pretty high end as well.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just about putting yourself out there,
Yep.
honestly. Because the more you put yourself out there, the more opportunities you get.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. And it is just one person seeing it. Like,
Exactly.
that right person sees it, you get these opportunities.
Exactly.
You know, and sometimes it isn't, you know, I've so many stories of like a video that doesn't even do that well.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't get the views, but the right person.
Yeah, it's
saw
one
it.
person. Yeah, exactly.
And then
yeah.
you get that DM and everything changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100% agree. Dude, yeah, this has been good. Is there anything else? Anything else that you got coming up that you're excited about?
Oh, South Korea and Japan.
Yeah, so you're doing a trip to South Korea?
So I'm doing a trip with a trip to South Korea, and also going to Japan as well to do the film photography project.
So that's going to be in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the reason why Japan, because the Japanese people, they're very attention to detail.
Yep.
So since they're very attention to detail, I want to learn to implement that in my own artwork as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, just be more attention to detail, have intention what photos I want to take.
So you're going to start shooting film.
Yeah, just film.
But you're going to make YouTube videos around
Yeah,
that?
I'm going to make a YouTube video. Yeah.
Damn. So that's coming up.
Yeah.
And when's the South Korea trip? This
So
month?
it's next month, around late March.
Okay.
And then straight after I'm going to Japan.
Straight from there.
Yeah.
Damn.
I wasn't planning to go to Japan. I was like, fuck it. Because it's going to be cherry blossoms as well.
Yep.
So I was also want to focus on the cherry blossoms as well. Yeah. I'm only going to just Tokyo. That's it. Yeah.
You travel a lot, man.
Yeah.
Do you feel the pressure to travel a lot?
Sometimes. I sometimes do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes. Because since I'm always posting, but I love it though. Yeah.
And you also shoot a lot while you're there. I feel like you do one trip and you
Yeah,
you make
I
the most
get
of it.
everything. I get everything. Like even when I was in China like a few months ago, I don't know, like I was by myself. I don't know how I'm gonna get all like the content. I
Yeah,
had to
man.
work it out.
Heaps.
Yeah.
Heaps though. You went to
Yeah.
China, you got so much content,
Yeah.
bro. And I'm like, how is this guy making the time to go to all these places?
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I just go on TikTok. I find like 5 play, but I don't have the, what is it? The energy.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I'm in my 20s, so
Ah, making me sound old, bro.
Yeah.
But dude, yeah, this is so good. Like this is everything that I wanted this pod to be.
Yeah.
Because you're just like you're living proof that you can just if you're just yourself,
Yeah.
right? And you put yourself out there, you take chances and you just go for it.
100%. Yeah.
You can make things happen.
Yeah.
You're exactly that, dude. And I love that you've made the time to share everything.
Yeah.
Because it's good, man.
Yeah, exactly.
How'd you find your first pod?
Pretty good actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know a lot. There's a lot of lessons that you can take away from what you've done.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Like even just when I'm gonna start watching this, I'm like, oh okay, I know what to say. Yeah. I don't know.
No, man, I thought you did great. Like there's so much. There's so much from your story, from your backstory that anyone can take from. Like there's so many things that hold creatives back, and you're someone that just doesn't let those things stop him from doing what he wants to do.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the reason why some people stop like taking action on that thing or like try that thing because people used to think that's what you used to be known as. Like for example, let's say if you used to be known as like the shy, quiet kid, right? Then like naturally that's gonna hold you back from trying something completely different. So I think that's why if you want to change that, you got to change your environment, change the people you hang out with. Then that's how you can change your identity in order to become that specific person you want to become.
That's really good. Like people are too attached to their identity.
Exactly. Yeah, but you just gotta hang out with different people or like meet different people who you want to become like. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. A lot of people hold themselves back because they won't do it because they're like, oh, that's not me.
Yeah.
People don't see me as that person, so I can't be that guy.
Yeah.
I saw a post recently, and some guy was like in a completely different country, and he's like, no one knows me, and no one knows that I'm the shy, quiet guy.
Yeah.
Like no one does. So I can have a whole new identity here.
Exactly.
Because nobody knows who I am.
Yeah.
And you can meet someone and they can just think you're the loud extrovert.
Exactly. Like sometimes if people know me too well, and I was like, oh fuck, I'll just hang with some different people so I don't know who I am.
Yeah.
That's why I meet new people because I can change my identity. I can be like a quiet guy. I can be an extrovert guy. I can be an on guy because we don't know your past. Exactly. Yeah.
So good. So
Yeah.
good. Like there's so much that you do where I look at it and I'm like, man, there were so many times starting even up until now where I hold myself back too much.
Yeah.
For so many reasons. Before it used to be because I didn't want to shoot by myself. Now I still don't afraid to shoot in public. Like there's so many things.
Yeah.
Where I just hold myself back because I'm just like, that's not me, or I'm too like limiting beliefs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's good to kind of sit down with someone that just doesn't care about any of that and just does it.
Yeah.
Because then it makes you think, man, like I can go for all the things that, like it makes you realize that there are things you're not doing that are like you're holding yourself back for no reason.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. This has been good, dude. I'm excited to see what you get from your trip.
Yeah.
Like every time you post, every day you post something mad.
Oh, thank you.
So I look forward to them and I want to see more YouTube videos, bro.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Because it makes me want to do more.
Okay. Why haven't you started YouTube?
I did 1 or 2 and then it was a time thing.
Okay.
It was just so. That's why I respect it. Whenever I have anyone on here that posts on YouTube consistently,
Yeah.
I respect it so much because
yeah.
I've tried and it's just so hard to make the time on top of everything else that I'm doing. I want to get back to it. It's again, I have no one to blame but me. But I want to free up more time. It's me stopping and thinking, what are the things that don't fulfill me?
Yeah.
How do I get rid of those so I can make more time to do the things I want to do? And one of those things is YouTube.
Yeah.
But every time I try, it takes up so much to my time, and then I can't stay consistent with it. So the people that do it, I admire them. I'm just like, man, I know you're putting in the work, and hopefully, I don't want to say I'm not doing it. I really want to get back into it. It's just finding the time. I'm going to make the time. It's one of my goals this year. I really want to get back into it.
Let's make this into a YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly. I post this on YouTube. It makes me feel like I do have a YouTube channel.
Well, in the end day, like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, they're just marketing platforms.
Yeah, exactly.
It is, but it's more like, what's your long-term goal of YouTube? Like, if your long-term goal is to build like depth with people, then YouTube's the best platform.
Yeah, exactly.
Or let's say like, if you want to show more, like do more like, I don't know, like if you're good at writing, you can post on, I don't know, LinkedIn or Twitter. Like, it's just, in the end, all these social media platforms, there's all marketing platforms in the end.
It is. I feel like I just want to do YouTube because it's longer videos and it's more meaningful to me. Like,
100%.
You know, like I can really like put more into it. I just feel like everything I do is just 30-second reel, like hype reels, and I'm just like, there's no substance to this.
Yeah, that's why like
kills me.
For content, like it's good to use short form content to build like attention and like and then use YouTube as a way to build depth with people. Yeah.
But I enjoy that.
Yeah,
more.
exactly. Yeah.
Even watching it, like when I watch something, I'd rather watch their YouTube videos.
Oh, 100%.
There's so many creatives. I'm like, I'll sit down and watch 20 minutes of them doing a vlog. Way more. Like if I had the chance, I'd watch that over their 20-second day in the life reel. Because like it just doesn't hit the same way.
That's true.
And 99% of what I make is those little reels.
Yeah.
And to me, I mean, it's cool and it's fun and everything, but I wish I could make the time to just make longer form videos that just they're a bit more meaningful to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks for your time.
Thank you as well.
Legend.